Namaste. Zanoni Snowflake Purcell here. The ShintoSE yoga experience of Shinto self-empowerment. Our cards from the other day. Crown chakra, creation, She Shaman, and the heart chakra, the maiden, perception. Now we had the shungite crystals, the circles in the palms of our hand, so that we were a clear channel and any of our energy won't get passed on because it would be cleansed and purified with the shungite. And then the pack will be charged with the selenite wand. And then rose quartz point. And the same on the bottom. So we've been doing our sound meditation, shuffling the cards in our obsessive autistic way to make sure they're shuffled, after making sure they're all in there, because we've got 2 packs of these. The first pack had the justice card missing, which is number 11. And birth given name, host body names, Neve Deborah Coleman of a vibration number 8. And we're legally changing our name to Zanoni Snowflake. The process started last spring. We got the forms signed and sent off on the August the 19th. there was something not quite right with them. They came back, so we had to go to the solicitor again, get it done again, and they've only now just been sent off again. So it was very fitting. Well, the two vibrations are very fitting because the vibration of Zanoni Snowflake per cell is number 11. And the Strength card and the Justice card in the tarot packs get swapped between number 8 and 11 depending on the pack. So there's a lot of personal stories and understandings, and yeah, with the cards. So the fact when we got these cards delivered to us that they were missing the number 11, just, I don't still quite understand it, but I know there's ones in us that do understand it, and it will all come out when we become completely co-conscious and aware and present. Yeah, so we obviously emailed Amazon and told them, and they sent us another pack. So we have 2 packs, one with 11 missing and one with number 11 in it. So we checked that all the cards were in there first, and then we shuffled. So now we'll just do a standard shuffle after we've done all the intentions through our sound meditation of unconditional love, gratitude, authenticity, compassion, you know, all that good stuff. Words are limiting. It's come from our very pure heart, and our heart is, we're growing up our little uns, but the very pure heart is like 2, 4, and that ego is all about empowerment and play. So please, as we continue on, the tools and the packages that we're creating for our own self-healing and growth, to step up to our potential, our authentic, unique potential, inspiring others to be able to do the same, leading by example, by courageously showing our strength and vulnerability of our life process healing through our dark night of the soul, which we've heard better called dark night of the ego. But boy, is it more than one night. We've been doing this like our whole life, but definitely since the seizures, like almost 4.5 years ago, and intensively since we got put in a psych ward last year, where we didn't belong, but it was our experience to belong. So we've got given a couple there by the looks of it. And we call it the shadow dance of life, because those words have a vibration that doesn't trigger our body or any of our altars. And these are the fun tools, and all the books and everything that we've created on all 3 of our channels are what we use to, and what we have used. Some of them are on the 3rd, 4th, goodness knows how many times of reading. We're creating material for our website. Autism and the DID, it's a beautiful, multifaceted, multidimensional thing that's going on. There's so many reasons to what we do. And we're going to start living life. So we're leading by example to inspire others, so that we can all start shining and radiating our light within our own darkness, so that will radiate out for the massive, strongest, biggest rainbow electromagnetic fields of the heart to others, so they can do the same. So the subconscious, unaware, underlying, unseen spectrum of energies that we're dancing within is the heart chakra. Sorry, that excites the younger ones. Our throat can't quite handle that. Number 3, the Empress. The Empress is the feminine energies, the 3D dimension, physical reality, feminine energies. I'm just picking up the cards. So the divine feminine, the unseen, not the physical reality, is the High Priestess, number 2. The divine masculine is number 5, which is closer to the 3D dimension matter than the High Priestess, but still not quite manifested into physical form. So it comes through, in our interpretation, you have to have the balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine, which starts with the divine feminine, then goes to divine masculine, and then we're not sure on that. I think it goes then to the feminine in the physical reality, bringing it, birthing it into reality, and then stabilizing it and structuring it with number 4, the Emperor, the matter of the masculine energies. And the conscious, the aware, seen, surfaced spectrum of energies that we're dancing within Look at that, the devil. We would call that desires, transformation, pratyahara, the fifth limb of yoga. Let's see. Yamas, niyamas, asanas, pranayama. Yeah, 5. Pratyahara, your fifth limb of yoga, freedom from the desires of your senses. So it doesn't mean completely giving it up. It means that we embrace the energies of Venus, pleasure, value, a sense of value within ourselves, because like attracts like. We will receive abundance and the Empress energies once we have that complete unconditional love, self-trust, an abundance and understanding of ourselves internally, and value ourselves internally, and then we attract that inwards. That's how the dynamics of energies work that we've been dancing with on the subatomic energies. And we've been stuck in the in-between states and in-between worlds of consciousness for quite a while now. So yeah, desires, pleasure. It's about really getting to know who you are, understanding who you are, knowing what your shit is, so that if you've been brought to these energies, then you've got to be a highly sensitive person. And we absorb other people's energies until we know ourselves and what's ours and what someone else's. And then we know how to learn to navigate our own energy so that we don't absorb other people's energies unless we consciously choose so to facilitate their healing. And then we'll take something and we'll pass it through. But it's only worth doing that if you know how to clear it. Otherwise it gets trapped in your body. And this is what we've been happening to us our whole life, and we are now clearing through it. And we don't have human interaction. The last time we had proper human interaction was when the friend that had been sorting out the forms of us, the one friend that we had left, we didn't have her left, she came after the psych ward, because the other friend we had left and our brother we had to leave behind after the psych ward because they didn't have our back. They didn't believe us, and we needed to have those energies that had our back. They only didn't because of their own fear and their own denials, and that's okay. This is the journey, and I'm sure things will get mended in future, but we have to have energies around us that don't vibrate at the energies that we're trying to clear. And dissociative identity disorder is one of the biggest of denials going. So we can't be around the energies of denial when we're trying to navigate our way through them, especially when it brings us down and we're people pleasing and the rest of it, and that a lot of the oldest just wanted to kill this host body. So yeah, we've had to embark on a journey of complete isolation. Since the 15th of December was when her husband came, and he took us to do the solicitor the second time because she was working, and that's the last time we had proper human interaction. Before that, it would have been a few weeks before that when we actually had a proper kind of friend chat, although we did have a good chat with him, and we went to the beach, which was lovely because we talked about hitching stories. And then it's just been our gardener really, but we haven't seen her for about 3 or 4 weeks. And you don't really, we interact with her a bit, but not too much. And she's just here for a few hours a fortnight, if that. So this is the only time we get to vocalize. And part of one of the main ways of healing, if you look at a child or an animal, is to make sound and shake. So we're doing all that, but we need to grow up our stunted little uns, younger alters, a stunted generational consciousness, by communicating by words. And so we're reading the books out that help us, because it accesses the ones in here that I can't see or hear. So we are a witness. This is us witnessing ourselves, and we watch them back. It's accessing them as we're reading it out loud. We then watch it back and do timestamps. So we're developing our editing skills, our YouTube skills, so many skills we're doing. We're widening our vocabulary basis. We're learning to structure sentences. We're talking, we're communicating, so it's all coming out, which accesses the intestines, which then goes down right to your feet and your fingers and your toes, which are your communications, because we've done reflexology and all kinds of stuff. Everything that's on here is stuff that we've trained in, but probably not become qualified, because I think our thing is to show that one doesn't need to get qualified in the traditional academic sense. But if we gain the knowledge to the level that we need it for these most amazing bioorganic computers, and then we can manipulate it and into what we need for the individual package, and then that's how we find our true authenticity, not living someone else's experience, which is a lot of religion, but being truly spiritual from our concept of spiritualism, which is living our own experience, aligning and harmonizing and regulating our internal rhythms and cycles and patterns, and then aligning and regulating and harmonizing them with nature's rhythms and cycles and patterns. A lot came out of the Devil card. It's Capricorn energies, and 15 is the day that we were born on, made of new beginnings, and 5, change, which brings freedom, together equaling 6, unconditional love. So it's a beauty, and it's the orange. So we've got the heart chakra on the bottom and orange, the second chakra, on the top. Our sexual energies are pretty damaged due to sexual abuse at a young age. And there's also the Catholic Church lineage in our family generation pattern. So we're clearing trauma on a collective scale with that as well, because I've been told how we do that for other people. We've cleared it for the Maoris grieving for their lost homeland before. The back of the card's beautiful. The set of oracle cards that goes with this, which are these ones here, up here. There's 49 of them, there's 78 of these, and they're the backs. So we love looking at the backs of the cards as well. And there's a workbook on one of our other channels that also brings this all together, which is a 52-week journey through the chakras and the cards. So we've been given 4 for the heart chakra, because 4 is the number of the heart chakra traditionally. 4 is the number, it's a masculine number, the emperor, structure, foundation, stability, and perseverance, because you need a lot of perseverance for this game of life, I tell you, and navigating the shadow dance of life with the fun tools that go with it. So the first card, you go the right way up. So they fell on the floor. I'm just going to have some drink. We're getting quite anxious. I think we're getting quite anxious because we've just done the fear book. We've almost finished the fear book. Oh, look what we've found. Just got this. We're going to put this in here. You might not be able to see it, but we're just going to put it. Oh, you can see it a bit in between those 2 cards to connect the ground, to connect the crown chakra, which is the union, the marriage, the harmony between the left and right vagus nerve, the 10th cranial nerve, 10 karmic completion, made up of 1 beginnings, 0 unity. Through down to the heart chakra, into our second chakra, bringing the earth energies up from Mother Gaia's core, her heart, that reddy, orangey, yellow lava coming up through the core of Mother Gaia's earth, through the rock beds, through the soil, through the worms, through all the mycebellum roots that do that global network underground of communication between all of nature, the fungi, coming up through your feet. And it doesn't matter where you are or when you're watching this, we are creating an earth grid from Mother Gaia's core, from Grandpa Cosmos, Father Sky and the Sun, and Grandma Moon, so that all these energies come up and down from the sides and in and round, so they meet in our heart chakra, green, our upper heart, the thymus, turquoise, our higher heart, the gland that regulates all the rhythms and the circadian rhythms in your body. Really good if you can't sleep, to give your thymus tap before going to sleep to help you sleep. Sleep's megally important to keep your mind calm, to prune off all those extra neurons and information that you've received in the day that you don't need no longer, like your garden. So you can start the next day afresh and minimize the stress, the impact of stress on the body, the mind, the heart. So that we can then gently and slowly access our lower, our deeper, our inner heart, our inner child, that subconscious programming that's been defining our present moment, until we choose to take action, to change it, to reprogram it, so that we aren't defined by our past anymore, and that the present moment becomes us creating our future with our actions and our words and our intentions and our thoughts and our body all aligning. So there is no dissonance. So there is no subconscious lying. So it brings us into the King of Swords, purple, which is deciphered. No, I think this one actually does it. Yeah. So in this pack, the oracle cards, grey is the crown chakra and purple is the third eye and blue is the throat. But in this card, she does actually do it purple for the crown, indigo, blue. So we're starting with the crown chakra again, so that we know ourselves so well that we can control our emotions and only express them in the appropriate moment when they need expressing. Swords represents the mind, clarity, thoughts. We won't go into more of what we think it kind of represents. We'll do what we kind of know now. We'll get onto that journey in our own right. Thank you, King of Swords energies. I think that's what we've got going on over there. And then to continue the structure, and this is different to what we said in a different one because it's a different approach. So if we are stabilizing a foundation and you've got one point, generally we draw a straight line to get the next point. So from the King of Swords energy, and I can't say which star sign that is at the moment. I would say it's an air sign. Which air sign and whatever, I don't know. We can't go into that one at the moment. To bring us into the King of Cups. So we've got that strength and that control and that clarity over our thoughts and our mind, so that we can control our emotions, but not lock in and inhibit and suppress our emotions, but know when we are able and need to express them. So no matter what energy or chaos is going on around us, we are the eye of the storm. We are the calm within the chaos, because we know and understand ourselves that well. And then we'll come back, but we won't go all the way back to the King of Swords on the opposite end. We'll come back to the center so that we can get another corner and do a cross to get that stable and structure, to bring us into the energies of the Ace of Coins. Beautiful. Going down to the root chakra, to have a whole new start and fresh beginnings, to really align and stabilize that root chakra. Because if the root chakra isn't aligned and vibrating at its optimum frequency, every chakra above that is going to be out of sync. And pentacles, coins, is earth, elemental consciousness of earth. Pentacles, I think there's other names for it as well. But it's a real new beginning, fresh foundations, but from the energies of the king, royalty, leadership, a double king crown chakra energies of leadership. Your left nerve, your left vagus nerve, the cups, the emotion, the rest and digest, the receptive, the moon, the feminine energies, the swords, air, masculine, active, doing, the right vagus nerve, the fight, flight, freeze. Coming together at the root chakra first, because before we go upwards into these outer body experiences and these higher vibrations and frequencies, we need to take a step back, not 2 steps forwards and 1 step back, 1 step back and 2 steps forward, or maybe even 2 steps back and 1 step forward, or 1,000 step backs for us and a couple forward. So that we've really anchored ourselves into Mother Earth. We've really grounded ourselves. We've really got that foundation and that structure before we start lifting ourselves up again, because then we won't float away with the fairies. To bring us to the Queen of Wands. And I'm pretty sure that that's indigo, the third eye chakra. into clarity of sight and seeing, maybe not internally from your third eye, because we have found we don't have that. We're deaf, blind, and dumb inside on our senses. And we've found that the only thing that doesn't lie is our breath. Our narratives can get carried away with the visions that one sees, with the sounds and the voices that one hears. One cannot get misled by pure fundamental physical sensations in the body. So with that clarity of mind, with the leadership of masculine king energies and the masculine king energies of the emotions, grounding them into the root chakra, anchoring it down to Mother Earth to bring us into complete purity, innocence, that 4-year-old ego of empowerment and play, into the wands, the fire, the passion, the heart. What ignites your passion? What sparks your fire? You won't truly find out until you navigate down to the depths of your worst fears and nightmare, which sums up to just fear of fear. And then when we get enough people doing this, the 100 monkey effect will take place. And collective consciousness will start shifting and evolving. And rather than jumping from the 3-dimensional world up to the 5th-dimensional world, we'll have navigated the 3-dimensional world, stepped down to the 2-dimensional world of patience and choices, because we need patience to understand which choice to take when especially there's so many, to bring us into balance. That then we can take 2 steps up to go to number 4, the 4th dimension of structure, foundation. To take a step back to number 3, the divine feminine energies of creative, expanded creativity, to really find what our unique potential and authenticity is. And then we can move upwards into the 5th dimension. Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. 78 cards with an illustrated guidebook. Artwork by Katerina Sokolova. Apologies for mispronunciations. You've got the back there. A unique combination of colourful chakra wisdom and tarot for inspired divination. For the first time ever, this incredible new divination tool by acclaimed intuitive Tori Hartman allows each of the 78 tarot cards to be interpreted through one of the 7 chakras. These cards will clearly reveal your future path, as well as a visionary roadmap to manifesting your dreams. See tarot through the lens of the chakras, helping you to shift outgrown ideas and beliefs. Follow the Fool through every card of the major arcana and journey with her into your calling. We've got the book on one of our channels of Bruce Lipton, Epigenetics, which gives you the biology of belief and how beliefs define us, and our limiting beliefs are what hold us back. Try out card spreads created especially for you to tap into your chakra energy and give more accurate interpretations. Tori Hartman is the award-winning best-selling author of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. And it pulls out, you've got a little thing to pull the box out, and then you have where the cards go inside. So much gratitude energy, subatomic energies. We're so grateful. This is giving us our heart and our passion and more drive so that we'll do our breath work and stuff again, grounding us in, because we're about to embark on our deep early childhood sexual abuse traumas, because we're finally ready to say bye-bye. We're over surviving, and we're the best survivor going, thanks to all our rare gifts, making up the rare of rare, a beautiful cocktail, the anomaly of anomalies, and we've got something beautiful to offer. Because we're now going to turn ourselves into the best thriver going. This guidebook explains how Tori Hartman's profound learning about the chakras has been applied to the traditional tarot, offering a unique glitch in the matrix going on, glitch in the matrix. That's the beauty of our EDS, our Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. the matrix of the body, the physical body, the fascia, the connective tissue. Understanding all of this because of our insane amount of years doing Iyengar yoga. The Iyengar yoga teacher training course twice. It's a 2-year course twice, so it's just under 2 years. So twice it works out to just over 3 years. A sound healing training, nerve touch Thai massage, aromatherapy, reflexology, Swedish massage. We are attuned to a Reiki master and all the exceptional other stuff that we've come across. Offering a unique divinatory tool. It profiles each of the 78 Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards, as well as giving guidance on understanding them through the 7 major chakras and on how to use the 4 new layouts created specially for this deck. Tori Hartman is a world-renowned best-selling author and intuitive. From downloadable recordings about the cards to advanced card reading training, her intention has always been to make the esoteric art of card reading available for anyone with an interest in reading cards and developing the power of their intuition. Her motto, enlightenment made simple, refers to her unique ability to make complicated concepts simple for others to understand. Find out more about Tori and what she offers at www.torihartman.com, and her name's in the title and the information. We've got a link to an Amazon down below as well in the information. We'll just read the contents, but we won't go any further than that. Contents: introduction, Chakra Wisdom Tarot, how to use this book, working with chakra manifestation, working with chakra manifesting. We got the top and bottom words mixed up here. That's our processing language disorder, which is our beautiful gift for us to have stepped away from language and really been able to understand many other concepts and interpretations, definitions of communication through the body. And the sound of words when you're in other languages that you don't comprehend. Working with chakra manifesting, the power of chakra meditation, the chakras within the tarot. The major arcana, level 1, learning, level 2, living, level 3, mastery. The minor arcana, first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, fourth chakra, fifth chakra, sixth chakra, seventh chakra. Some chakra wisdom tarot card layouts. Layout 1, centering yourself to read for others. Layout 2, chakra focus. Layout 3, 7 planets. Layout 4, your path to manifesting. So we're going to leave it there, and we are going to embark. If you are someone that's come to this and you want to continue on the journey with us, we are first going to go and read just the contents, maybe the introduction if it's small, but we're just tapping into the energies to take it slowly and softly and gently. Allies in Healing. When the Person You Love Was Sexually Abused as a Child by Laura Davies, author of the Courage to Heal workbook, author of the Courage to Heal workbook, and co-author of the Courage to Heal. To then step into Embracing Ourselves. The Voice Dialogue Manual by Hal Stone, PhD, and Sidra L. Stone, PhD. Introduction by Shakti Gawain. Their voice dialogue work is original and brilliant, from John Bradshaw, author of Homecoming, Reclaiming and Championing Your Inner Child, to then step into the energies of the Sexual Healing Journey. Third edition, newly revised and updated. A Guide for Survivors of Sexual Abuse by Wendy Maltz. This book is a classic, a proven guide to reclaiming the healthy sex and love life that is rightfully yours. I highly recommend it. Beautiful name. This has been Pat Love, EDD, Ed D, co-author of Never Be Lonely Again. Really understanding that being lonely, feeling lonely, changing the perspective into the perception of aloneness and the beautiful gift of presence and self-understanding and self-awareness that aloneness brings, and wisdom. Namaste. Welcome to the Shinto Yoga experience with Shinto self-empowerment. See you soon.